Again, good morning, everybody. This is Scarlett from Boynton Beach, Florida. And today we are December 2nd, 2019, 7:30 a.m. Papa Spinach. And we all the time start saying what we do. And we do, online business. And we don't have no investment, no need to sell, no need physically attend weekly meetings. We get free online training, entrepreneurship, financial intelligence, personal development, leadership communication, teamwork, technology, and social media. We have a healthy, united, friendly, and fun global community, a noble and enriching win-win culture, and a global opportunity that is lucrative, duplicable, and scalable. Why and how we do it? Everything we do, we believe in challenging the status quo and thinking outside the box, helping others succeed by creating more time and money in their lives. And we challenge the status quo by offering an online business model. Beautiful designed, simple to use, and user friendly. So today we have the 21 Irrefutable Law of Leadership by John Maxwell. We are reviewing and studying these laws. And today is going to be law number 11, which is the law of the inner circle. But before, I just want to remind that we have the main pillars of the organization is education, personal consumption, and duplication. Education, we need this, is we get it every single Monday at 7:30 a.m. And personal consumption, because why? Because, well, that's the way we run this business, and we do have the personal consumption about our products, and we have a line of different kinds. And among them, I can mention like shampoo, body lotion, protein, weight loss program, etc., etc. And duplication, because we do this every single month. We have to go by some points that we need to get, and we do this every day. And once we invite a new person, they have to do the same every single month. That's the way we run this business. And I just want to share. We just updated this schedule, and I just got this. And Monday we do have Bye Bye Bus. I'm so happy because now we have 4. Before we have only 3, and we do have 7 p.m. Monday, Wednesday, and we do have 2 a.m. Tuesday, and Thursday we have a 7 a.m. New York time, of course. And then we do have Papa Spinach again, 7 a.m., 7:30 a.m. every Monday. And we do have Where Does the Money Come From with our leader about financial intelligence, Jeffrey Lee, that we have it on Tuesday at 7 p.m. So in total, it's just 2 hours and 33 minutes. Today, I will go and talk about the law number 11. And the law number 11 is the law of inner circle. And a leader's potentials is determined by those closest to him, according to John Maxwell. Okay, so just a few review, just for you to see how important is this. In the 90s, in the 80s, the emphasis in business circle was management. If you remember, everything was about management. Now, in the 1990s, the emphasis was on leadership, all right? Now, in the 21st century, the emphasis is on team leadership, and that's why we are working on it. Why? Well, every leader needs a team of people, and that's the power of the law of the inner circle. And you can see, when you go and and try to reach people that really you like, and you want to get people that really is going to bring something to the table. And why also? Because nobody does anything, guys, alone. You know, great leaders surround themselves with great people, and that's the way it is. Like, for example, Mother Teresa observed that you can do what I cannot do. I can do what you cannot do. So together we can do great things. And this is the power, again, of the law of inner circle. Every leader needs a team of people. And most people create an inner circle of people. In this case, inner circle is the people that you bring, your team. That is going to be your inner circle. And we tend to surround ourselves with either people we like or people with whom we are comfortable. All right. And just a few people give enough thought to how those closest to then impact their effectiveness or leadership potential. And to practice the law of inner circle, you must intentional. You need to build your relation. So how you are going to do it? Well, do they have a high influence with others? You have to ask yourself, because you just know, like I was telling last week, it's not like you're going to feel pressure to talk about 100 people a day, but you need to see who is the best candidate to be into your team. No? Because with this kind of person that you're going to integrate into the team, you are going to be dealing, you are going to be helping each other, and you are going to be learning from each other. You know, so everybody's going to get something on the table. So do they have a high influence with others? To bring people that have influence with others. And if they have influence, you automatically increase your influence as well. Okay, and do they bring a complementary gift to the table? Bring few key people to the table. You know, that they possess strengths that you might not have, and improve with them, because everybody has, you know, strengths and weaknesses. And yeah, for example, some people into the team, what we are doing in the business, you might find that some people are good in computer skills, to they connect so easily with people online. Other people might be a good seller. They sell a lot of products and they are good at it. And you know, other people are so good talking one by one to other people. So all of this you need to find out inside the team, because you guys can help out each other and you can share it. You know, if somebody found a way that is better to talk to people, invite them to buy bars, you know, you share it with the team, and not only your team, to everybody, you know, to SL 21 2.0 when we have webinars. So at the end of this webinar, if you find a way that you can talk to people and invite them and to buy bus or to sell products or to have connection in the internet, so that would be great that you share it here so everybody can learn. Third, do they hold a strategic position in the organization? Well, this is like if you are working in an organization, but in this case, again, we have to put our mind that we are a team. So in this case, like Jeffrey Lee possesses like a strategic position. He's the main leader. Because of him, this team exists. And there's another team, which is in Chile, they speak Spanish. So this is like the strategic position that we can talk about it. Do we get along with them? Is very important. Getting along to the main key of the organization, and we have to respect and honor them. And number 4, do they add value to me and to the organization? And we discussed this in the law of addition, and you need people with proven record that what they've been doing and what they have done before. And number 5, do they positively impact others inner circles members? And again, this is more about skills, sets, and talents. Is how you can make better each other. That's what it is and what is said about it. And we do have 3 steps to grow. Grow in your inner circle, grow with your team, and identify the right people. Identifying the right people will say you want into your team or your inner circle, to have members that make one another better and raise one another. They encourage each other, and it happens when you help out each other by sharing information and wisdom. Like I was telling you previously, we can share this at the end of this webinar. And sometimes it comes just friendly, like from friendly competition, like, oh yeah, I'm going to talk to, like, instead of talking to one person every day, I'll talk to 2 people, like every day, things like that. Or selling, like I sold $500 this month, I will sell like 1,000 next month, or so on. And no matter how it happens, if they improve your inner circle, your team, the ability of other team members, they also improve you as a leader. Develop your inner circle. I would say, you develop yourself more because you have to learn, and you have to also show your team better way to improve. And that's why we have Silver Lining 2.0. We can read books. You can train people to go there. And that's the way you are training them. You're training them to invite them to talk about the business, invite them to buy by bus first. Then the second webinar that they need to assist is, how where the money come from. And the third one would be, Papa Spinach, which is they decided to stay into the team, and they are educating about themselves, and they are educating about the team. The third one, become the best leader you can. And with this, never stop improving, your inner circle. And you must become the best leader you can. And remember the law of magnetism previously. You will know who you want, but who you are. And if you grow, your people will want to grow. If you lead well, your people will want to lead well. So improve yourself, and you will improve your people. And I want to share something that John Maxwell said is, no leader starts out with a strong inner circle. When leaders take a new position, they often have to build their inner circle from scratch. And he put a case, John Maxwell, in his book, when he accepted a position, right? And that was in 1981. He accepted a position to lead a church in San Diego. And this church has a great reputation, great history, And and the person that was there, it was a great person. You know, he touched the life of thousands of people with his leadership. And it was a good church. But he had a problem. He didn't grow in years. The church didn't grow in years. So when John Maxwell realized that he had to take up the responsibility of pastoring a church in San Diego, he knew that the only way to achieve the maximum success as a leader was to remove the weak staff, you know, and replace them. So mentally, he divided the people into 3 groups, and according to their ability to lead and deliver results. That's the way he did it. And he removed all the stuff, you know, that he thought that it wasn't working or it didn't bring anything to the table. And he worked with the people that really had skills, and he allowed them to grow and developed these people to make them better leaders. So this is, you know, show you a good way, because he's a great leader, and also how you can improve into the team when things is not going on the right direction. Okay, you are responsible for them to improve. And I will end up this webinar with a poem by Ella Wheeler, and it says like that. It's there are 2 kinds of people on earth today, just 2 kinds of people, no more I say. Know the good and the bad, for 'tis well understood that the good are half bad and the bad are half good. No, the 2 kinds of people on earth, I mean, are the people who lift and the people who lean. There are 2 kinds of people on earth today, just 2 kinds of people, no more I say. Know the sinner and saint, for is well understood. The good are half bad and the bad are half good. No, the 2 kinds of people on earth, I mean, are the 2 people who lift and the people who lean. So look only for lifters for your inner circles, my team. So I will open, and please, I'm so excited to find out your experience and feedback about this webinar.
Awesome topic, Scarlett. So we've got Charmaine, Grace, and Sean, and myself. And how about each of us take 2 to 3 minutes, and I will go last. So Charmaine, Grace, Sean, who would like to go first?
I will.
Great. Hi, Sean.
Hi, Scarlett. How are you?
How are you?
Warm. It's a very cold night tonight, but I'm warm in my room, so that's good.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. It's only 11 degrees Celsius.
Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. No.
Yeah. Or, I don't know, that's like 40-something Fahrenheit.
Yeah, no. I prefer to be in Florida.
Yeah. Well, soon it'll be hot, so it's okay. So I just wanted to say thanks for your talk. I think it's very important, as you're saying, to surround yourself with the right leaders, the right leader, to either be yourself the best leader you can be, which is, like, for me, listening to the people you're trying to lead, understanding what they each can bring to the table, how they're each different, and understanding and bring out the best in each person. And if you do that, then you have, I think, the best team. If you expect everybody to behave and perform at the same level, then that can cause problems. So a great leader is such a valuable asset and someone you want to always be able to look up to.
Yes, absolutely. No, we have to bring, it's not that we're going to be picky or things like that, but it's very important. Who are you going to bring to the table? Because it's not like talk to everybody, it's just also finding the right people. And if you find the right people, eventually you will get a great team, right?
Exactly.
And I look at it because, for example, Jeffrey has a very good team in Chile, and these people in Chile, like they get along each other, and they actually communicate, and they support the team. Like, for example, for Bye Bye Buzz, they are doing their, whatever they have to do, for example, but they connect. And just with the fact that you connect, you're helping out the team. You don't have to be there, like physically, but if you connect, because new people really need to know that we exist, that we are not like a joke. So if how they are going to find out really if we are growing, and you are from Germany, and or somebody is from Australia, you don't connect, like they're saying, okay, those people are like only 3 people, really. So that's why it's important. And I really admire that from them, because it's like they are working, and they just connect, right? It's not like here we have to talk, like Papa Spinach is different. We really need to talk and participate and give feedback. But with the rest, you just have to connect. That's all. So
Yeah, let me jump in here. And what just clarify. What Scarlett is saying is
yes,
the culture in our Chilean team is people that are part of the team. The majority of them have made the commitment to connect their phone or their computer to all of the webinars, okay? Whether they have guests or not. And that's what we're seeing here on the English team, is we'd like to see you guys connect and commit more and collaborate more in the WhatsApp group. Bernadette made a post the other day of being willing to do an additional webinar, and nobody responded, right? She made this commitment to volunteer her time. So we'd love to see you guys step up and collaborate more, and encourage each other more, and connect to all the webinars. Put your alarms on. All right, let's go to the next person so we get everybody can share. Grace or Charmaine?
Grace, hello. Thank you for the wonderful presentation. Okay, my thoughts about the inner circle, because I've also led people from my corporate experience also. I need to understand within my group, I need to understand their strengths and weaknesses. So I think everybody has its own talent and skill. We just have to tap them. And in any weaknesses, we can also develop them into being into strength. So, which means we try to make the people within our inner circle as leaders. The objective is to make them as leaders. So whatever their weaknesses are, we can help them develop them into turn it around into a strength, so that they will be leaders of their own team. So they will be leaders of their own inner circle as well. So that's my take on this. Thank you.
thank you. Yeah, that's actually the main point in all of this webinar, to make everybody to improve, I would say, because we're already leaders, like Jeffrey said last time. We are leaders already, so we want to improve. And that's why this education is every Monday at 7:30. And also the silver lining that we do have online is a good tool, because we have YouTube videos there, and we have books to read, and that can improve every single of us. I mean, sometimes you have to read books twice. Like this book that I'm reading, I mean, I already read a long time ago. We have this into my business career that we have to read the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. And then I read it in Spanish to see, you know, what is the difference, and some terminology obviously is different. And then I read it again before, guys, I could do this webinar. So it's like sometimes you really have to read many things many times so you can remember. So yeah, that's the main thing about, you know, being better and becoming a better leader. Thank you so much.
Charmaine, let's hear from Charmaine.
Yes, Scarlett and Jeffrey. Well, what can I say? Not much more than you've already said. It's a process. I mean, for me, and sometimes it's doing what there is to do, even though I don't want to. Like I took on recently reading the 10 Scrolls by Og Mandino, and some days I don't want to, you know, read it as it said, and it's just for me to do what there is to do. And it is for my team. If I'm not going to be doing what I know there is to do, then why would they, right? Why would we say read these books that are on the, you know, our website, which will support us in growing our team and our business? And if I'm not doing it, how can I ask someone on my team to do it?
Love that. Awesome. That is so great.
Then eventually, Charmaine, you meet with these people and they talked about what it's about, right?
Yes, because
All
some of it, you know, it's new to me, and it is training, and it's just like sometimes I just have that "don't tell me what to do" thing, and it's like, no, just do it. It's easier than the conversation with myself. Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, but that's another way to learn too. Like, you know, like, yeah. Because I used to do it in a school as well. Like, you know, like the professor say, like, you know what, and I didn't have time because, and then I was working in a team. So it's like, okay, you know, I was good in doing things like that for example, in the computer, like, and then somebody was faster, like you know, the person reads very fast. Okay, so the person read the book and then share the ideas in the main, you know, thing, and we share that. You know what I mean? And you do something else, and just keep moving as a team.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh, great stuff. Okay. So here are a couple of points that I want to throw onto the table. So yes, we are all leaders, every single person. And the only way to lead others, nobody wants to be managed. Nobody wants a boss. What we want is more, better, or different in our lives, right? And so the only way to influence others in a positive way is by my own example, by your own example. So leadership is not about other people. It's about me. It's about you. Just like Charmaine shared. Who is our biggest enemy? All right. You know, look in the mirror. it's, you know, God has created within each and every one of us gifts and talents, and also our free will. And most of the time, what my logical mind tells me is good and comfortable is the exact opposite of what I really need to be doing. I need to be doing the things that make me uncomfortable so that I become more positive, more empowering, more disciplined, more loving, right? And so, you know, recently I did a timeline. I just looked at my life and I noted down like big moments in my life, and I, you know what I saw? I saw some successes, and I saw just a huge amount of failure because I was just not willing to change. All right, so that's enough on that one, but I'm going to tell you some things about this law of the inner circle that I've learned, okay? Skills are easy to acquire, to learn, to find in other people. You know what's difficult is to find a committed person, find a committed and coachable person. The world is full of very intelligent PhDs, and they're broke. They're broke in every sense of the word. They're really smart, intelligent, but they're not successful. Maybe because they're not committed, they're not coachable, they're not willing to grow, right? So what, you know, for me, the inner circle, this is a thing that I learned. Somebody said, okay, rate yourself, Jeffrey, on the level of personal performance that you're operating at, the level of excellence that you are personally operating at. I invite you all to do that. On a scale of 1 to 10, where are you right now in terms of being the best that you can be? Put a number to it. Maybe, let's say you're a 7, okay? And then ask yourself, what is the average number between 1 and 10 of the people that you surround yourself with? A lot of people will have people that are operating at a lower number than they are. And that's super comfortable. And that's going to make you feel good because you're operating a higher level than they are. But you know what? You're not going to grow there because they're not challenging you. So my invitation to you is to honestly look at yourself. What number, like how committed are you? How punctual are you? How positive? How disciplined are you? And then work on increasing that number by changing your habits, by doing the things that you know you need to do that aren't comfortable. And then look for people who are operating at a higher level than you are. And that will inspire you to observe them, like how do they walk? How do they talk? How do they show up? And it will empower you to stretch. Commitment is this powerful law. There was a movie with Kevin Costner, The Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. So you know how I got my team? I was committed. I committed. I had nobody. I committed. I kept showing up. I kept coming back. It will work if you work it. And then the law of the first follower, the video that I put. So Jorge Martinez, then Patty Hernandez and Magdalena Vargas, right? They saw my commitment and then they followed that commitment, and they're all part of the core team. And we're really, we have different gifts and we complement each other. And in this English, we have Scarlett, the first follower. Teamwork makes the dream work. And the last point I want to make is the secret of the dragon boat competitions. Dragon boat, Asian dragon boats, these big long canoes with 20 team members. You know who wins in these competitions? It's not the dragon boat team that has the big, strong, muscular guys. No, it's the team that has average people who are in synchronicity, rowing with all of their heart and doing these simple actions. What's the simple actions for us in SL21 2.0? Follow the system, connect to the webinars, communicate, collaborate, commit. That's all I got to share. Thanks so much. Great call, Scarlett.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much, Jeffrey, for sharing, for being patient, for being the leader that you are. And I really learned a lot from you. And thank you so much. I really love this team. And I'm just, going to say where I'm calling from, and I hope you guys have a great day, wherever you are, or great evening. My name is Scarlett Mancini from Boynton Beach, Florida. Take care.
Grace Ramos
Jeffrey
from the
Lee.
Thank you.
Jeffrey Lee from Miami. Thanks so much, Scarlett.
Charmaine Chang, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Thank you, Scarlett.
Dawn from Melbourne, Australia. Thanks, Scarlett.